Okay, in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey, adequate notice has been given to all members of the governing body, the local source, and the Westfield Leader, the two newspapers designated to receive such notice. This notice is also posted on the Borough Hall Bulletin Board. Rachel, you want to give us the invocation, please?
It's not me, it's Donna.
It's me, Paul.
Oh, I'm sorry. Donna?
Thank you. Dear Lord, let us pray for all that are suffering the coronavirus, everyone working the front line. We pray for all of those who we have lost, and those that may be suffering. Please keep our first responders strong and safe, and may you continue to bless our community. We are grateful for those who are serving us in the restaurants and grocery stores. Amen.
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 Amen. Okay, let's salute the flag. I pledge
Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
Under God, indivisible,
with liberty and
justice for all.
A roll call, Martha.
Councilwoman Andre,
Here.
Councilman Dierkes,
Here.
Councilman Messler,
Here.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Here.
Councilwoman Pater,
Here.
Councilman Turner.
Here.
Okay, so we're going to let the record also reflect that Borough Attorney John Post is here, CFO Jill Good, Director of Recreation Frank Masella, and Director of Public Works Matt Deanna are also with us. Also Joe Giannuzzi, he's not with us on video, but he has called in and he will participate in the meeting. Okay. Next we have
Tom Atkins.
Tom.
Oh,
Don't forget
Tom.
Tom.
I thought that was Bonnie. Sorry, Tom. Yeah, Tom Atkins, our borough administrator, is also here. Okay, now we have the approval of the minutes of the regular session meeting on March 17th, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes, Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Next, we have the approval of the work and executive session meeting on April 14th, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, next we have a proclamation for Arbor Day, whereas on in 1872, John Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska. Whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world. And whereas on April 24th, 2020, the Department of Public Works will observe Arbor Day by planting 2 trees. And whereas the mayor and council, along with the beautiful Mountainside Committee and the Arbor Day Foundation are working together to bring back the beauty of the tree line to the community by applying and being approved for 825 free trees to be handed out to residents of Mountainside. Whereas one of the qualifications for a municipality to be eligible to be designated as a Tree City USA is by having an Arbor Day observance and an Arbor Day proclamation. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the mayor and council of the borough of Mountainside hereby recognizes and commends Mountainside Department of Public Works along with the beautiful Mountainside Committee for their observance of Arbor Day and for working towards making the borough of Mountainside a more tree-lined municipality and a more attractive place in which to work and live. I make a motion for that proclamation. We have a second?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so proclaimed. Okay, next we have ordinance 1284-2020. This is the second reading. Keith, you want to do this, please?
Sure. Ordinance 1284-2020 is an ordinance that's needed to establish a cat bank. A municipality may by ordinance bank the difference between its final budget appropriations and the 3.5% increase that is authorized by this ordinance when that said difference is not appropriated as part of the final budget. The Borough of Mountainside this year hereby determined that the difference of that amount is $97,278.76. That is not appropriated as part of the final budget and shall be retained as an exception to the final appropriations in either of the next two succeeding years. So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Poll council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, next we have the 2020, I'm sorry, do we allow for public comment?
We have to allow that.
I'm sorry?
We need to.
Okay, so we need first to open up the, I guess, the hearing to any public participation with respect to ordinance 1284-2020. And Deanna, you're monitoring that?
Yes, and I see no participation.
Yeah, well, let's just wait a little because I think there's a slight delay. Let's make sure.
Okay,
There's over a 30-second delay.
it's fine.
Okay, Deanna.
There's no participation.
Okay, so somebody move to close the public participation.
So
Seeing no
moved.
public,
I
seeing no
move that.
public participation, I move that section be closed.
Okay, it's closed. Now poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, next we have the 2020 municipal budget hearing. Before we start with the hearing, I just want to make some comments. The total budget for this year is $14,846,104. We have a revenue that we're raising of $5,189,550, which means the amount to be raised by taxes is $9,064,481. There are certain areas of the budget that we're having increases. One is the salary for the police department and administration. That's $21,300. The operating budget is going up $71,789. The pension for public employees is going up $6,795. Social Security increase, $11,000. Capital deferred charges and pay downs is increasing $231,206. Capital projects are increasing $1,168,250. We have grant matches are increasing by $19,583, and the Board of Health contract is going up by $1,000. We have certain areas of the budget that are decreasing. We have the legal and the 2018 legal emergency line is going down $225,000. Interest on the bond anticipation note is going down $33,206. The police pension contribution is going down $12,810, and the health insurance waiver and other insurance is going down by $2,000. The overall increase in the operating budget is $1,259,907.50. As far as revenues, we're increasing the plus by 22,000. We have Uniform Fire Safety Act fees are going to increase by $736. Our capital surplus is going to go down by 5,000, and the cable TV franchise fees are going down by $1,010. The increase in anticipated revenues is $1,119,907.50. The amount of the overall amount of budget increase is $140,000. So as a result of that, the per household municipal increase for the average assessed house will be $13.91. Last year, it was $18.09. Now I open any questions of council. Okay, so now I want to open up the budget hearing to the public. Let's give it another minute. That's a lot of numbers to digest. Okay, Deanna, how we doing?
Seeing no public participation,
You gonna
I
move
move
to
that
close?
section. I move that section to be closed.
You have a second? We have a second?
Second.
That section is closed. So now do we wait till the resolution to adopt it, Martha? Okay.
Yes.
So the next resolution that we have is Resolution 55-2020. Bob?
Yes, the governing body certification of compliance with the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission's enforcement guidance on consideration of arrest and conviction records in employment decisions under Title 12 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside hereby states that it is complied with NJSA 40A:4-5 as amended by DL 17C 183 by certifying that the local unit's hiring practice comply with the above referenced enforcement guidance, and hereby directs the clerk to cause to be maintained and available for inspection a certified copy of this resolution and the required affidavit to show evidence of said in compliance. So moved.
Okay, we got a motion. We got a second.
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 56-2020. Renee, you want to do that, please?
Sure. Resolution 56-2020. Be it resolved by the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside that the budget be authorized for the amount of $9,064,481.32 and be used for municipal purposes.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
You're on mute, Bob.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 57-2020. Rachel?
Yes, Resolution 57-2020 authorizes our Chief Financial Officer to purchase 2 gift checks to be presented to the valedictorian and salutatorian from Deerfield School graduating class of 2020 in the Borough of Mountainside. The gift checks will be in the amount of $300 for the valedictorian and $200 for the salutatorian. So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 58-2020. Donna, you want to take that, please?
Yes, whereas the Mountainside PTO traditionally sponsors an 8th grade, sponsors a party at the Mountainside Municipal Pool for the students graduating from the 8th grade of Mountainside School District. The PTO has requested the borough waive the $400 fee, which would otherwise be charged in order to defray the expenses associated with keeping the pool open for the party. In the past, we have waived such fee. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the mayor and council for the Borough of Mountainside that the pool fee of $400, which would be payable by the Mountainside PTO for the use of the Mountainside Municipal Pool to hold their pool party, be and the same in hereby waived. So moved.
Motion, we have a second?
Second.
Okay, poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 59-2020. Deanna?
Yes, whereas there exists a need in the Recreation Department for 2020 summer playground staff, and whereas Recreation Director Frank Mazzella and Recreation Committee have recommended the following individuals be appointed in said positions. Jessica Parada as supervisor for $3,287.34. Gavin Jakazitz, assistant supervisor for $2,257.67. Manuel Mello for assistant supervisor, $2,257.67. Madison Phillips, assistant supervisor, same $2,257.67. And Elizabeth Fiamingo as assistant supervisor, $2,257.67. Therefore, be it resolved by the governing body of the Borough of Mountainside and the recommendation of the Recreation Director Frank Mazzella and the Recreation Committee, be and hereby is accepting and approved pending completion of background checks. So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 60-2020. Renee?
Sure. Be it resolved that the Chief Financial Officer, Joe Good, is hereby authorized to accept bids for $5,386,000.72 for bond anticipation notes.
And before we vote or make a motion and second it, Jill, what's the rate that you got?
We bidded it out this morning. We got 1.6%, which is a very good rate.
And what did we have last year?
I believe it was like 1.9.
I think it was 1.92.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, great job, Jill. Okay, we have a motion.
Second.
Okay, and second, poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes, Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 61-2020. Bob?
Yes, I want to read the whole resolution. A resolution authorizing the use of the Storm Recovering Trust Fund per PL 2013 CH 214 NJSA 40A:4-62-1 for the expenses related to the COVID-19 response. Whereas permission was granted by the Director of Local Government Services on November 20th, 2012 for a Storm Recovery Trust Fund. Whereas NJSA permits a municipality or county to adopt a resolution authorizing storm recovery reserve funds to be used for any purpose necessary to protect the safety, security, health, and welfare of its citizens from damage caused by an emergency declared by the governor or the president of the United States. Whereas Governor Phil Murphy declared a state of emergency for the state of New Jersey with Executive Order 103 on March 9, 2020 in response to novel coronavirus COVID-19 outbreak. Whereas the local finance notice 2020-06 of the Division of the Local Government Services also advised the municipalities with a storm recovery trust fund may use those funds for the coronavirus response, and any reimbursement of these expenditures shall be deposited back into the reserve. Now, therefore, be resolved by the governing body of the Borough of Mountainside in the County of Union, New Jersey as follows. The governing body does hereby authorize the utilization of the Storm Recovery Reserve Funds for expenses incurred in relation to the coronavirus COVID-19 response. The clerk of the Borough of Mountainside is hereby directed to forward a certified copy of this resolution to be filed with the Director of the Division of Local Government Services. So moved.
Second.
Got a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 62-2020. Keith?
Resolution 62-2020 is a resolution that is for the police department, which has a need to replace its pickup truck. We're going to be replacing that pickup truck with a 2020 Ford F-250. That's going to be under New Jersey State Contract Purchasing Agreement 88726. The cost of the pickup truck is going to be $29,710. The police department is not increasing its fleet. It's just replacing a pickup truck that is actually being turned over to the fire department. The fire department had a need for that vehicle. So moved.
Second.
Got a motion, we got a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, next we have bills and claims. Renee, you're going to take this?
Yes, I will. Be it resolved by the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside that the following bills of the persons named and for the amount stated below have been duly audited and found to be correct this 21st day of April 2020. The same be paid after council's review if and when funds are available, and that the mayor, council president, administrator, and treasurer are hereby authorized and directed to sign and deliver warrants for the same, and that's for amount of $550,540.50.
We got a motion to pay the bills. We got a second.
Second.
Poll the council, please, Martha.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes, Councilman Dierkes,
Councilman Dierkes, yes, I'm sorry.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, so at this time, we're going to have any council have any comments? Nothing, guys? Okay, the only comments that I have is I have been giving a statement every Monday and Thursday, and there's quite a bit in those statements. There's just two additional things that came across my desk today, both of which have been posted on the borough website and Facebook page. Both of them come from John Bramnick's office. The first one has to do with COVID-19 helplines and resources. He gives contact information and websites for anyone that wants to give donations, for volunteers, for job assistance, for unemployment benefits, for business assistance, federal business loans, and state business assistance, healthcare, New Jersey Department of Banking and Insurance, food assistance through the state and through the community food bank. Also, any support services, health lines, mainly around families and mental health, mortgage and rental assistance, veterans assistance, student loans, New Jersey Transit, and to report violations of any scams or suspected price gouging. They're very informative. There's a lot of different websites. If you fall into any of those categories and you need information, you can find it on the website. Also posted again from John Bramnick's office is another handout called Navigating Unemployment. Anyone that feels that they may be eligible for unemployment, but they're not sure, they should certainly read this. It talks about what happens if you make a mistake. It covers a wide variety of different factual situations that I'm sure some of our residents are running into and dealing with unemployment. So if you need any assistance, you should look to the website for these two handouts. They're very much, they provide a lot of information that is pertinent, especially during the, what we're going through with COVID-19. I hear and see calls not only in Mountainside, but in other areas to, quote, open everything up. Unfortunately, in Mountainside, we are restricted as to what we can and can't not open up by the governor and his executive orders. Whatever is possible for us to have open, we have open. A perfect example of that is the planning board is in the process of planning to have virtual meetings so we can move forward with some of the planning board applications. It's a very technical process because we need to make sure that these virtual meetings are in compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act. So we're doing what we can to move things along, but really it's up to the state and these executive orders that control what can open and when it can open. I'm sure all of you know the school has, Governor Murphy extended school closing till to May 15th. So that's really all I have at this point. We're going to go to exec, and unfortunately, Martha, I lost the executive statement, so if you could please.
Okay. All right, whereas the Open Public Meetings Act of the State of New Jersey permits the public to be excluded from certain matters to be discussed by the governing body, and whereas the mayor and council desire to discuss litigation, contracts, and personnel, which are matters where the exclusion of the public is permitted, and whereas public disclosure of the results of this discussion will be made as soon as the matters discussed have been resolved by the governing body of the Borough of Mountainside. Now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside that the aforesaid matters should be discussed in closed session upon adoption of this resolution.
Okay, and I believe we have contracts and potential litigation. So I guess we're going to sign off now, and we will go to the Zoom link for the executive session.
Paul,
Yeah.
can we open up to the audience? Any audience participation?
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. Yes, let's open it up to the audience for audience participation. I spoke so much, I forgot about the audience. Thank you, Martha.
You're welcome.
Mayor, seeing no public participation, I move that section to be closed.
Okay, so you were gonna move to adjourn, right, Deanna?
Yes.
Second, and we already moved to go into executive, so now we're gonna go into executive, okay?